Hello, 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 howdy. It's Skirk, hey dubes. Skirk, thank you for the 30 bits. What do you mean cold? As in, like, winter just kind of forgot it was supposed to come, and then it came, and now I'm cold. It's been like a really warm winter up until now, and then it's like the temperature realized it's supposed to be negative, and now it's just like permanently negative. Get a blanket? I'm under my duvet! I always am, actually. Literally, I always am. Get a second one. I didn't think of that. You Brits are so privileged. Over here we use the cold winters. So are we. We just complain about it every time. The first snow in like September. Yeah, we haven't had snow yet. Starting to be icy though. Right, today. Today I get bullied. Today I get bullied by RNG over and over and over and over and over again. Why the bully? I want the shiny bully, but it won't drop. I would put a run counter, but it'll just kind of look like this. Yeah, I'll just do that. As a representation of the amount of runs that I've done. Hey Viper, how you doing? Hello, hello. Hey Zelf, you got a stray with Jacobs and Daedalus shotgun? Absolute not machine? Oh, hell yeah. Good find. That's a tough one. Origo just dropped you a +5 reverb fire dancer. Ooh. Very shiny. For the enemies of the flesh. Try to get better in curtains today, but they're so fucking longing. I have a short window. Why isn't adulting easy? Did you not measure first? Hey Kitty, how you doing? Good to see you. Hello, hello. You did. You think they'll do a second season pass like with BL3? They did it with 2 and they did it with 3. I'd be disappointed if they didn't do it with 4. The shops just have the tall curtains, no one sells short. Well, I'm gonna get the scissors out. Are they like twice as long? Could you like double up on efficiency here? A Jedi just got double. Just got shiny onslaught and golden god back to back. Ooh, very nice. Very shiny. You can't double up because the holes are at the top. You can make your own holes, you know. Fabric scissors, fold that shit in half, just snip, boom, you get a hole. What do you think? I am some sort of skill person? You are buying curtains instead of the fabric to make curtains, so yeah, it's fair enough. You see, the way mine work is it's just a big lump of like the curtain fabric, and then the rings connected to like a little clip, and then it just clips onto the fabric, and there's like 15 of them. So nightmares with the shiny bully, longest shiny hunt so far. Yeah, mine is also. I am so many runs in right now. I'm not even like counting. I'm just that far in. The shiny bully has been relenting. There's an order rep kit with accelerant amp. You happen to have one. I'm good, thank you. Thank you very much, though. At least it exists. At least it exists. That's good. Is that a war paint? It is. It's an accelerator war paint. I need more war paints. Maybe I should have improved my my firmwares before starting this. It's fine. Don't get bullied. I'm trying. So, shiny drop rates are ×5, which is what they are for Big Encore. So this is the equivalent of Big Encore. Hello, Mogato. How you doing? Hello, hello. Open 40 lootables. The fuck did I do? Also shot a box by accident, because this does that. A boss is a lootable. You opened it. Fair enough. Oh my god, it's a bully and it's not shiny. Oh, I should look, actually. 8.6 fire rate. I'm gonna see if I can get one that maybe is lower DPS, but a higher fire rate to have a faster charge. Divided focus. I already have 2 of those. Yeah, I got 2 divided focus shinies, so maybe the game's confused. Viper, I'm trying to remember, did you play Dragon's Dogma 2 at all? You did not. Ah, shit. I have been playing again. Is this game better than Borderlands 3? Current state to current state, I'll say no, just because Borderlands 3 is so fucking big. Like, there is so much to do in Borderlands 3. Like, launch to launch, this game was better. Much bigger base game. It just needs the content now. If it gets the same amount of post-launch that Borderlands 3 got, then absolutely it will be the better game. It just needs that. I've been playing Dragon's Dogma 2 for the past 2 years or so. So I haven't actually played since, like, just after it came out. It's been fun to play against. Play again. Although, it's becoming increasingly more likely that it seems that it's not getting an overhaul DLC that the first game got, which is really sad. Rangefinder, you're not supposed to drop here. Second section, I'm bullying the bully to get the shiny bully. Yeah, but in turn the bully is bullying me because I'm not getting the shiny bully. What the fuck? Okay. I had I had Rat save edit me that enhancement. Oh, I guess I got it legit now. I'll take it off my hands. new game a bit. Tripling Watts is impossible, you're going insane. Trying to farm for like a specific shield roll without Maurice Vendor is just like sad. You got 7 cents in your Maurice? You don't know how to do the reroll thing on console? I mean, no reason to reroll away from that. Get yourself a good 7 cents. Like every 30 minutes between vial bounties. If you're trying to like farm what's in your Maurice Vendor, yeah. The more characters you have, the more of course like runs that you get every 30 minutes. So if you've got one character, you can check every 30 minutes, which means you'll get 4 of the item to choose from. If you have 2 characters to check every 30 minutes, you'll get 8. You have 3 characters, you'll get 12. You know what? Twice and Marie still denied you triple amp. You only seen single 150 amp shield, and it was a random world drop Cinder Shelly. You love my shield girlfriend, but RNG so fickle.
Reap their souls, spectral servants.
Imagine Cinder Shelly being your only triple amp shield. You just have to like live with that. You need to go farm RJ. Having a Guardian Angel is useful. You farm a lot, but I get what you mean. I really just want a good save editor. That's easy to use. And then I want content. Content would be cool. Shit to do, activities. Just Vladoff manufactured weapons. Vladoff don't do licensed parts, only Vladoff guns. David a GY, yeah. I mean, we're only like month 4. Zax didn't come in till like a year later for Borderlands 3. Ooh. Like, a graphical one will just take longer to make. Oh, it's so slow. See, that's faster. When is next content drop? Either later this month or next month, I'd guess. Based on the fact that the roadmap has 11 items on it, and it's probably the first year of the game. 11 items, 12 months, yada yada. $10.34. Yeah, so the next content drop's going to be Pearls and the first of the paid bounty packs. So that's just going to be an area and a vault card again. That'll have a bunch of new loot. Vault cards aren't very good for repeatable content, though. At least the first one wasn't. It needs a stronger variant. Like how Headhunters gave you a stronger variant. The boss needs a stronger variant. How do you get a legendary enhancement you want? Like, for the rest of your life? Get really lucky? Or use a save editor? Pick a god and pray. Yeah, the kind of the point of a looter shooter is you gotta just, like, farm shit. Note that there isn't anything unique behind legendary enhancements. A good purple can match or even surpass legendaries. It just kind of, like, depends. There's farming shit, and then there's asking my grandkids to farm it. I'm currently childless. Hey, Late, how you doing? How's the farming? Terrible! Mantravax, I am, yeah. Hire people to farm for me. I can pay in shortbread. Actually, no, I can't. I've only got 2 6 left. pretty good airburst, actually. Good damage, gun crit, reload speed. That's a boom slang. Enhancement if I've seen one. Just put heating up on that, will be good. Cricket? You're not supposed to drop there.
Here comes the pain.
Yeah, I've only got today and tomorrow to farm. Until the event goes away, so... I would kinda like to get this. If anyone ever says to me, wow, you got lucky on that shiny, I'll just point them towards where all the RNG is going.
You wish you could control me.
Yeah, voice, it's a mantra specific build that I've made for Vex. I'm still lucky, technically, because I haven't had this drop yet. This could take me like a million more runs, and therefore I would end up as unlucky. We do not know the luck contribution of the bully until it drops. So therefore it is infinite. Because it hasn't dropped yet. You're 83% fasting, so you can't play for the next 2 weeks. At least you won't have much left to go for when you get back. Game knows what you want, will never give it. The desire sensor.
Beautiful.
Second RJ kill, shiny AC May.
Like you had a chance.
Easy. Which King's West is better in my opinion? 29 with 17 or 34 13 COV Mag 8. The non-COV one. COV fuck stickies over. COV break stickies. So the non-COV one. Tactical shortbread break. You can't finish it yet? No, you can't. So, like, I'm in no particular rush to get shinies done until they fix the challenge.
Now you're in trouble.
You just got a shiny bully in like 10 runs? Yeah. Ban that person. You hate that some brown parts fuck over weapon stats, like Stephen Mega's way too long reload penalty. Hyping Grid makes the accuracy worse than C5 Bunch, and there's Jacobs without penalty. Jacob still has opportunity cost, but yeah, it's definitely a lot better than some of the others. The license part system I'm just not a huge fan of. For this game's farming, guns just have too much variance. Because, like, not only do we have the license parts, we've just got, like, the parts of the gun. Okay. Not the bees!
Hey, girl, hey.
Good slug. See, Slugger is kind of fine, because it's got a really low drop rate, but once you've got a Slugger, you've got a Slugger. That's kind of like how I want Pearls to be. Pearls are like super fucking rare, but once you've got it, you've got it. Cool. Like, if Hot Slugger was just... If Hot Slugger didn't exist, and they added pearls, and one of the pearls was Hot Slugger, people would be like, that is a good pearl. That is a good argument for pearls. That gun. Because that is just a really well-designed weapon. It's very unique. No variants, but it doesn't need it because it's just really good. And it's really fun. I mean, Hellwalker's got part variants in this game, but yeah, I get you. No license part. Am I bullying the bullies? No, the bullies are bullying me for trying to farm a bully. But I'm not getting the shiny bully, just normal bullies. I'm gonna focus Rainbow build for Eamon. By Rainbow, do you mean like Elementalist, or do you mean the Rainbow Shotgun? Vomit.
You go, ghoul.
You try to farm a shotgun Dark Beast and it's miserable. Yeah, and then say if you want it for mobbing and it rolls Ripper, good roll. Or you might get one that's got, you know, half of the DPS of a better roll, like. The stat spread as well, like not even the license parts, the stat spread is huge. Like you might finally get your Jacob's roll, but then it just sucks.
Aw, does this hurt your soul?
Elementalist. I heard there's some source with Elementalist, but I don't remember the use, like, what makes it good. I want to make a Lamplighter build. Oh, absolutely. Boy, all it takes is 1 week trying to farm a specific role on a weapon with Maurice Vendor for you to realize that farming normally is a complete and utter waste of time. Because you could go through like 40 vendors at 4 items each and still not get the role you want. Like what? You're supposed to farm 160 drops of the item on normal drop rates. Yeah, no, not doing that. What's Elementalist? It's the avatar of Amon. It's the affinity class one, I believe. Oh, I'm not saying he doesn't have the damage raiser, but the issue with Ripper and mobbing is you have to run through the charge every time you fire at a new enemy, unless you hold the trigger down. So, no matter how powerful it is, which it will be, it'll still just be slow. Give early cash access to lazy, thanks. Cash does not... Like, Cash's idea and design doesn't interest me much. I don't care for robots, and I don't care for cards, and I don't care for, like, RNG. Give lazy cash access, not the character, just cash. Oh, I'll take that! Hello, yes, I like money. The last shortbread. Oh. Go to the shops and buy more right now. I probably will. I don't buy shortbread, I just get given it at Christmas. But like, last Christmas I got given 6 boxes. This Christmas I got given 1. There is a shortbread shortage. What do you think are the best skill for Teen Witch? As in, like, skill rolls on the class mod? So typically, if you go in Blood is Power, you want +3 on Grave Thirst. That is the main priority. Your second priority, after getting +3 into Grave Thirst, is going to be your passive. You're going to want a good passive that, you know, associates with what you're doing. Physics. And then, finally, the final 4 skill points. And it's kind of just between Conjunction and Corporeal. Which are, I think, identical. 6%, 6%, right? Yeah. So what's the activation for Conjunction? The more full her shield. Yeah, it's... they're identical, basically. Guess Corporeal is it's a tad better. Because it'll apply to enchantment if you've got it. But you're getting to the point. By the time you get to the secondary skills, it's just so irrelevant. Yeah, don't spend years farming just to get the best of the 3 Grave Thirst class mods. As soon as you've got a 3 Grave Thirst class mod, like, you're good. Try and get one with a good passive. All damage, gun type damage, movement speed, crit chance, fire rate. Fire rate's probably best in slot, to be honest, but depends on your weapons. Decent passive, and then from there it's like, whatever. Yeah, gun damage is nice, but also, like, your Vex. You've got so much soup anyway, it's not needed. Was that better? That's better! Right, okay. Do you have access to V6 will be best firmware loadout from a Molten Roy build? Oh, that one's easy because it's a melee action skill. Just go Action Fist and Real Big Fist. Action Fist, which one's 3 Action Fist? I think 3 Action Fist is the one that you want. Yeah, action skill damage on melee kill. What else could you do? God Killer damage to bosses. 2-2-1. Your assessment there is correct. It doesn't matter much at all. Wait. I found ore a waste of points because Rafa does not have a problem with action skill uptime. Dweger is already good, and if it runs out, just shovel drugs into you until it comes back. Takes like 4 seconds. So I prefer to spend the points elsewhere than going for ore.
Don't be scared.
But ore can be comfy, especially if you're using Bullet Buddy Deluxe more. Again, I find Raph has got plenty of fire rate. Fire rate, reload speed. So I like to go Instinto for the crit chance. Why is the bully nuts? I mean, might not necessarily be nuts, but it's good. You've got high card DPS and then a drone that does even more. So. And the drone doesn't have like a cost to it. It just kind of happens. You don't have to flick to another mode and fire it and waste time. It just spawns just for you using the gun. So. Yeah, Bully's just a decent gun. Skillcraft does work, yes. A limit to group study retriggers? I don't believe there is. If we ever get extended content, then going for more action skill uptime on Harlow will be potential. It's not needed right now, nothing has enough health, and we don't have content long enough to warrant it, but eventually, if the game gets more difficult and we get content that's a bit longer form, like a takedown, and speccing around action skill duration for Harlow would be more important. haven't watched this BO4 came out. How am I enjoying this compared to 3? Haven't played it yet. Well, it's fresher than 3, so currently I have a lot more drive to play 4 than I do 3. The base game, there's a lot to do. It's a really big base game. But it's more of just like kind of playthrough stuff to do. In terms of post-game, we don't have as much. So we're kind of hoping on post-launch content to deliver that. If this game gets the same level of post-launch that Borderlands 3 got, it will be better than Borderlands 3. But that'll take time, and hopefully Gearbox deliver. Bullet hose glitch can double beam tosses. You can transfer that to non-Vladoff? I thought that glitch was like it remained within Vladoff weapons. Yeah, it's gonna be one of the two, Julie. I reckon. I think if they skip a month, it's going to be January because they obviously weren't in the office over Christmas and New Year's. Is the main story enjoyable? Yes. Are the characters entertaining? That's more subjective. I liked them. Some people don't. Some people do. And the villains in the game are great. They're good. You just kind of like want more of all of them. Like the biggest complaint people have with the villains of this game is want more, which probably a decent sign. February could be a Valentine's Day bounty pack. That is very valid. If the next bounty pack is Valentine's Day focused. Yeah, I liked RJ as well. I love how expressive his face was in cutscenes. They did a good job with the character animations in this game. How Rush saved Valentine's Day! Valentine's Day focused on Zane and Levane. That just makes sense. Jack I put up there as like easy top 3 gaming villains by far. Like Jack is so good. Damon Clark's performance was... Like if you think great game villains, you know, GLaDOS, Voss, Handsome Jack. Fuck, I3 changed you. I never really got started with it. To me, I just did not like the game as much compared to 2. So I never really played through that story. Because I know Vars is very popular. Your hop on point for Far Cry. Yeah, that was when they found the formula, and every Far Cry after was just like an evolution of that. Because like 1 to 2 to 3 were all like quite big changes to each other. And then when 3 worked really well and was received really well, they just kind of kept doing that. Obviously like innovating and improving as they went. Any Bioshock fans here? There are Bioshock fans everywhere. And then every game had radio towers. Why is it raining inside? I can't remember what game it was. But when it rained like this, and then you looked up, it kept raining horizontal, like, vertically. So the rain was actually going horizontally. Because the rain was just like a filter on the screen. Other than Dark Beast and Anarchy, what are some strong guns that are radiation plus splash, either innately or because of Mellow and Jacob's license? It doesn't count as a splash weapon, but obviously Wombo Combo is up there. Root is splash, yeah. But it doesn't explode, so if you're going for like anti-vile. To gain the splash benefit. So the main reason I run splash weapons on Techno is Torg to enable explosiception on firepot grenades. And even then, it's not like super amazing. So you can kind of skip that. Could technically get a rad Torg bod. You could technically get a radiation Torg bod. That is a thing that can happen. Just to get a radiation Torg bod. Easy. You got one? Well, that's it. Pack it up, fellas. Nobody else is getting one. It already dropped. Probably easier than getting an elemental chaos, and definitely not. Although, can chaos and even roll rad? I don't think it can. So, technically correct. This is a lot of loot. And Rage Hard Hitter. Is that technically best in slot for this? I think it is. Damage-wise. Why always use Bod? There are so many cool guns in this game. You see, that's correct, but people don't want cool guns. People just want the gun with the big damage. And when you've got a gun with 3 bugs benefiting it, it's like, oh yeah, that kind of just does the damage. Is there ever an argument for a good rending sign over a teen witch? Yeah, boss melts.
Here to slay.
Yeah, the bug in Cyberpunk where the rain was just stacking up and up in Foe mode. Going from a game with a pity system to one without sucks. So, as I was gonna say earlier, I found myself in a rather unique situation in my Dragon's Dogma playthrough. So, context, in Dragon's Dogma, there are these profile-based, like, collectible items hidden around the map called Seeker's Tokens. There's 240 scattered around the map in bizarre locations, kind of like the Marcus bobbleheads in this game. No tracking for them, just they're hidden about. There is a side quest line given to you from the Sphinx. And one of the quests is for you to go back to where you first picked up a Seeker's Token in that playthrough. And you need to do that, find it, and pick up the new item that's there within 7 in-game days. Now, if you have them all, it'll just like autocomplete. If you don't, I believe you have. If you don't have, if you haven't picked any up that playthrough, I believe you have to go and find one that you haven't picked up. In my playthrough, I haven't picked one up yet, so I need to go and find one. However, out of the 240 there are in the map, I have picked up on previous playthroughs 239. So I'm kind of low on options. it's out there somewhere. Lord knows where. So yeah, it won't just like complete for me because I don't have 240. 239. And it's been nearly 2 years since I played, so like I don't remember the ones that I've picked up. Obviously I remember some, but like 1 Siphon, 2 Vagabond, Guardian Angel. That's pretty comfy. Problem with that one though is it's not amped, so enjoy not doing like half damage. Why is amp? Can we delete amp from this game? This game would be so much better if amp didn't exist. Just saying. I guess Gearbox were like, hey, people miss BL2, they miss the B, right? They miss just using amp shields, right? We'll just make amp shields the play again. Everybody gets a B shield.
I made this for you.
Yeah, but what you don't understand, Viper, right? Is pity currency isn't rewarding. If you don't get the drop from the boss, it's not rewarding. I'm still looking for a sticky shrapnel cannon on an underbarrel. Ripper SMG. They can make a pity system if they wanted to. Yeah, but that's not rewarding, Garwood. Because then it's just being given to you. That's not rewarding. You don't want to be rewarded, you want fun? Gamers these days. Casuals. If I spend my time doing something shitty and to be rewarded, I get a second job. No, that's pretty unlucky, Zusa. It's 1 in 200 currently for shinies. Stray only drops from one of the two, so it is still 1 in 200 per run. I don't think it's like halved. No, it shouldn't be. It should be Phantom Flame that's like doubled. Chance. Use your right hand cheek fire guns, I don't care, let me get items. Abundance of phantom flies that run consistently, yeah. So like between Pango and Mango, one of them drops the Stray, one of them drops the Harming, and then they both drop the Flame. If there was a similar activity to Chaos Chamber with bunnies, you wouldn't even care about drop rates. Hey, bunnies with this drop rate would be fine. But that's a Wonderlands feature, and we can't have that because Wonderlands was a bad video game. So we must learn nothing good from it. Hey, Coffee, thank you so much for the 5 months. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Rip Ghostblade, my beloved. Having, like, an actual build crafting system that included building for tankiness and it not being a detriment. Ugh. They actually nailed it with that game. I didn't use Ghostblade a lot either. I was like, why make things spin when I can spin? I was a Dreadwind gamer. Like, if something's gonna be spinning, that thing is me. Okay, and what was Blender then? Blender was just like... directional Dreadwind. Remember that Blender was better without an action skill. Because action skills slowed you down. Blender was that good, it outpaced action skills. You know what I need to do? I need to load up Wonderlands save editor and make a perfect geared Blender build. Because I never used the save editor for that build. That was all farmed. There was still more room in the tank. Best Vex build I've got on the channel. If you want weapon diversity, kill skill Vex build, KSVB. If you don't want weapon diversity, you just want to use one weapon and murder everything, then Mantra. What about Rafa? Use Barafa. Barafa again, it's focused of like ease of play, weapon diversity. However, if you want a slightly more specialized, dedicated Rafa build that's very fucking good, Rez's Deadshot Rafa. R-E-Z-U-R. Rez's Deadshot Rafa is so fucking good. And while it is a Lance build, you can play it with cannons. Lance just gives you a bit more damage. And that is true for, like, any gun build. Yeah, it is, yeah. It's mainly using one-shot weapons like Hot Slugger and Balls. It's really fucking good. I'm gonna do, when I get round to doing Vault Time Trials, I'm gonna use that build. What's my opinion on Borderlands 4 specialization system and how would I improve it? I like it. Main improvements to specializations is more around the XP system of the game itself. So I would like doing world activities like silos and safe houses to give you XP. So you'd get, you know, some of your earlier specializations sooner, which would make doing subsequent characters easier. In terms of the skills themselves, that's the biggest room for improvement. There's a lot of stat boosters in here, like 30% all damage, converting gun damage into non-gun damage. That kind of thing is just a little bit boring. I'd prefer more interesting skills, like using ordnance whilst in fight for your life. That kind of thing. Deleting Groundbreaker. That would be another improvement. Making one shot, one kill not post-ad. Yeah, Aaron, it's got a couple of ups and quite a few downs. One down is when they do some legendaries, they make the legendary through the license part system, and in my mind, that kills the identity of the legendary. Lucian's Flank is just like a fixed combination of license parts to create it. Chaosan as well, Rowan's Charge. And the guns do not feel nearly as good as they did in Borderlands 3. Like, Rowan's Call clears Rowan's Charge. Lucian's Call clears Lucian's Flank. Chaosan from BL3 clears Chaosan from Borderlands 4. The BL3 variants all just feel better to use. And they feel more unique to use. Just go through his channel and look for the actual build video. What shotgun am I using? This is the Mantra. My current spec is geared specifically towards this weapon. 6.6 Ripper Ellie swap? That's kind of nuts. RJ's being very kind to you, apart from giving him his actual, like, drops. He's dropping other stuff. I see you're here for a Guardian Angel, but could I interest you in this shiny AC May? What about this Ripper Dark Beast?
This is frightfully fun.
I found. yeah, no, Viper. I think you need to be farming. Imagine if that was Amp. Yeah, I think you need to be farming Core Observer, bud. That was Amp. Join my game. I'd have given you if it was. That was funny.
Consume them, my princess.
Not over my Watts call out on you a while back. That was great. I had somebody comment on one of my videos today saying, "Why do you laugh like a fucking idiot?" And I'm just like, huh? I'm sorry, I know how to experience joy. Just ask them why they don't laugh like a fucking idiot. And who knows when the first DLC is coming? Like, if you mean like the big DLC, it's probably gonna be like February or March.
You wish you could control me.
Threats? Raven Park. It won't be January unless you're talking about the second bounty pack. Because we've still got the Pearl Patch and the Bounty Pack to go through before we hit the major DLC.
Isn't she radiant?
Full-blown body-rocking howling laughter that sounds like livestock. That's when you... That's the best one. When you start no longer sounding human. Hey, core observer. You wanna drop this fucking thing? So the drop rate is 1 in 200. Today alone, I'm going to clear 200 kills very easily. Today alone is but a fraction of my total core observer kills. I don't know what to do. Cheat. That would do it. $201 kills a day. So you know how earlier you were talking about second job, right? Well, this technically would be like a third job for me. I don't really want to do that. Could be worse. I mean, yeah, it's playing video games. It could definitely be worse. The enemy farming could be saying, "You can't!" every kill.
Did you see the sunrise?
Could easily get 30-second kills. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I could fly through and immediately do the thing. You do that though, it drops everything into like a bundle. Hey, crit knife, I need more of those. Oh, that one's got heating up as well. Wait, that's just better right now. Okay, cool. Was that what I think it was? 9.3. I thought I read 9.9. Excited.
And again, I say,
I still think the skill damage from a third skill craft would be better than healing up, but we do have a lot of soup. Although not as much because yeah, only 1 engraved power. Once we get a level cap, we'll get a lot more soup. But currently, I could equip a Cinder Chalet and deteriorate my sanity even quicker. What if I like Cinder Chalet? When's the next one life? No idea. So I'm a bit in a conflicted state with Borderlands form. I could do more one lives, but then I'm not doing endgamey stuff, and there are so many more endgame playstyles that I want to muck around with. The issue with wanting to muck around with a bunch more endgame playstyles is farming the damn things! Level cap increase. You see, the level cap increase is interesting. Is they could do it with the major DLC. They add a new character, a major DLC, and a level cap. That is a big boy patch to release. But then that's post Pearls. So would they do the level cap earlier with the release of Pearls and only have Pearls drop at level 51 or above, like Borderlands 2? Now, we are currently in a loot event. Borderlands 3 loved giving us loot events before a level cap. So this will end on January 8th. If we get a level cap later January, then I already know when the level cap is going to drop. Yeah. I know nothing. I think Gearbox forgot about me. I hope they only do one increase. Like, one sizable increase I could get behind. 10, 15 levels, call it that. I also don't want us to go too high level either. Because, A, that ends up lowering the amount of builds because you just grab everything you need. And B, with this game, making new characters and leveling up to max level, they gotta give us more XP sources because, oh my god, I am not, like... The idea of leveling a new Borderlands 2 character is like... I'd flinch to that. Because the level 80 grind is that unfun. Still the same amount, Aaron, because even though there are more total skills in this game, a level cap would, a certain level like milestone would still give you the same coverage as older games. So when you start approaching 70, you'll already start reaching the bottom of all three of your trees. So you'd still have just as much spread and coverage to grab whatever the fuck. Like, it wouldn't take long for me to be able to get Blood is Power, Prismatic Weaponry, and Infusion all on KSVB. Like, just be silly. Because you just beeline to those skills. Also, yeah, Jesus. SVB going deep into red starts becoming a thing because, like, you go from Vorpal Fiends, then you've got Grave Thirst and Infusion right fucking here. Like, those two together, that's like... That's a 15-second duration as well. So that coincides with Warpaint. Warpaint, Fiendish Invigoration, Infusion. Right next to getting 8 out of 5 Grave Thirst. With Shocking Attunement right there. Like... That's a winner. And the route there is powerful as well. You got movement speed, enchantment, sustenance. You've got Mourning here, but yeah, you probably go Mourning. Yeah, 8 out of 5 Grave Thirst. That's crime. That's what, 12% per stack? That's 6 stacks, that's 60%. That's 180% bonus element alone. On a 16-second duration kill skill. And if you think, like, that's terrifying. That's not far away. That's not far away at all. Yeah, so 180 plus 30% effectiveness. You're gonna start hitting, what, 230% bonus element from Grave Thirst? What's for dinner, who?
Good.
Still run it because of lack of competition. And it's an amp shield, but... we'll make the game even easier. We'll get more UVH ranks, and hopefully the higher UVH levels start really increasing the difficulty. But like, when Bloom Reaper, a raid boss, has barely more health than Timekeeper, it's like, how high is the difficulty really gonna go? Bloom Reaper needed way more health for being a raid boss. Currently, obviously neither of them have been, like, used yet. But in the files, they have the values for Big Encore, Bloom Reaper, and Timekeeper. Big Encore Timekeeper has more health than Big Encore Bloom Reaper. That shouldn't be a thing. But it is. Bloom Reaper's a raid boss. Timekeeper's a story boss. Why is it... But do they stack up to True Taunt? No, no they don't! How important are Jacobs and Ripper for a mantra? Bloom Reaper is being very rude. Together, not very. Individually, pretty important. Ripper, especially for bossing. It's easy to live without Jacobs, but for bossing, you're definitely going to want a Ripper mantra. You don't need the max fire rate one, because in a boss fight, you only go through your charge once. Bloom Reapers per second as a decimal for Taunts per second. It takes 4.3 Bloom Reapers per second to match 1 Taunt per second. I don't know. Your Infinicrit Harlow says otherwise. Yeah, Infinicrit Harlow is only the best skill tree in the entire game. I said I can't stop it as you don't say shit about you. I hope they don't buff legendaries to the moon. I really hope they don't either. They've been really bizarre with the buffs so far. Like, the buffs that they've been doing so far, I agree with very little of them. They buff strong things while ignoring weak things. It's really strange. Watch them buff linebacker next, despite it being an S tier weapon now. Like, it was always an S tier weapon, we just had to discover it properly. I mean, I'll take the convergence buff, because it's still, like... For bossing, it's still behind the root. Barely, though. Dark Beast just needed the fix, not the fix and the buff. Yeah, like, the Dark Beast buff, what were they doing? Bonnie and Clyde and Dedio? Question mark. And it's always silly when, like, a new legendary comes out, and of course this happened a lot when the game came out. New item comes out, or people find a new legendary, use it once, and then say it's shit.
Here comes the pain.
Like, it took us a good 2 or 3 months to really figure out Linebacker was an S-tier weapon. But it always was, from the get-go. You know, you're not gonna realize a weapon's potential immediately. No, still a meme, Aaron. Forge drones forget what element they are, legitimately. When you have Forge drones out for long enough, they will start forgetting their own element. And then just start hitting for random elements. It's kind of sad. Void, I'm all for small incremental buffs until you get it right than just over buffing it. Now, Trouble has a lot more issues, or trouble, than just damage. The damage is never going to fix it. But I'm all for continuous small improvements versus just like one big overbuff. But it is strange when they do that for Trouble, and yet Group Study or AFK cannons literally exist. Infinite Amp exists. But no, we gotta be careful with Trouble. Single biggest percentage buff in BL3 again. What do you mean by that? Big gear or skill? In raw percentage, you're probably just looking at violent momentum. But potential, then it's going to be a razor. That doesn't really mean much, though. Voidkit, that wasn't really the question, but also allow me to direct you to 7 cents baby projectiles at 800%. Whoa! Reflux is a necessary amount of... Reflux did what the equivalent of what a dog does when it goes around the table to each individual person doing puppy eyes, like, please, I haven't eaten in weeks, spare a little bit of food. Gets a bit of food, just goes on to the next person, does the same.
Don't be scared.
7 cents went from mid to amazing. 7 cents was not fucking mid, what? Guess your favorite color you get out of bed to continue farming? Purple. Wrong, you get to stay in bed? Damn.
Love these things. Beautiful.
+5, icy achievement. I was disappointed with that. There we go. Just ask nicely. Big encore. Please, can I have a shiny bully, please? They didn't even give me any bully. Oi, fuckface. Drop a shiny bully, you twat. Nah, it didn't work either. Pearls dropping or a shiny bully dropping? Well, I've got staying tomorrow to get a shiny bully at ×5 at RNG. Which is the drop rate I've spent most of my time farming this thing.
Don't look now.
Hey, twerp, give me your lunch money. Lunch money didn't work either. It just gave me a bunch of greens. Three legitimately top tier pearls in the series. Becca, Serpens. Uh-oh. Bessie? Give it to Bessie? I mean, give it to the best. Is Nemesis Invader top tier? I don't know. I've not tried it, believe it or not.
Give him a breath.
There's a difference between, like, being top of the pack and, like, being good. Like, BL2 Butcher was good. Oh, what was it called? Redemption? Undertaker? The pearlescent rocket launcher in BL1. That was fun. The worst bullying you've ever seen somebody experience. Their PE kit was stolen, each item was dropped in a separate building's toilet, shorts were in the math block, left shoe in the English block, I was prefect assigned to find it all. Why were you assigned to find it all? Ironclad was a slightly better purple. Yeah, it was really fucking good though. Ironclad was good.
Reap their souls, spectral
So you offered? Alright, you don't get to complain. And you have Jacqueline Bearcat. And talk about Bearcat. I'm mad over the Stranger Things ending. I got bored by like episode 3 of season 2. Was Tunguska usable? Usable, yes. Great for accidentally killing yourself. Great for intentionally killing your friends.
Did you see the sunrise?
Shoot, drop weapon. Whoops. Sorry, buddy, I've just killed you. You could also kill Timothy. I was saying the other day, imagine if Borderlands 2 had Borderlands 3's amp mechanic. Not amp, absorb mechanic. How terrifying that would be. That's a cute order assault rifle. Explosive Jacobs. It's a shame you can't get explosive Ripper on an order assault rifle. Bring back the bee. Have you played Borderlands 4? It's all the gameplay fucking is. That the real John Borderlands?
You go, fool.
Ow. Bring back Unkempt Harold. The best I can do is a Torgue pistol with a daedalus ammo swap for shotgun guaranteed as a roll. Most threatening question. Hellfire hasn't worked well in over a decade. Confused BL3 noises. What setup are you using it on, Viper?
You're dead to begin with.
Knockback force. Does Firepot have any knockback force to buff? Most of the recurring guns are actually pretty good, Aaron. BL2 had the worst showings of them. Between like Skullmasher, Hellfire, Sledge's shotgun. They were all at their worst in BL2. But none of them were like terrible. Again, Unforgiven, probably at its worst in BL2 as well. Imagine it's just good on KSVB. KSVB makes a potato thrower feel good, so like... KSVB makes me feel good. You got the Golden God Phosphine from Soul yesterday? Nice. I ended up getting the Golden God Phosphine pretty early. When are they gonna buff the Gore Master? Gore Master is what I would like to call a Borderlands 3 legendary. In that it's a very oversaturated weapon type for legendaries to begin with. That's just kind of left to rot with an uninspiring legendary effect. Like, there's already enough legendary Ripper shotguns to fill various, like, niches and cool effects that Gore Master just kind of doesn't do anything interesting. And even if you were to buff it, it'd just be like, kind of like, why? BL3 legendary, somewhat derogatory. That's a big bully. That was nearly a god roll. I think this one is the best roll you can get because of the quicker charge time. You can get the 10-0-3-4 roll, but you've got a slower charge. So I think this one's better in practice. And then this one's got 38 crit, whereas the one on the ground was 5 crit. So I think this might be a god roll bully. There might be some parts that could be improved still. For like reload speed and stuff, but I wouldn't know because we don't have a parts inspect screen in this game. Double MGA, nice. Hi, Happy New Year. You know, played this before. It was an endgame like Destiny 2 open world. Is this on Steam Deck or via GeForce Now? How is this on Steam Deck via GeForce Now? I can't comment on that last question, but Borderlands is like the OG of looter shooters. It's offline. You can play it offline, up to 4-player co-op, so single player to 4-player co-op. It is generally more story-oriented, but everybody plays it for build crafting. This particular game, it's quite new, so there is a lack of endgame in this one. We have one raid boss so far. There are more on the way. Hopefully we get a bit more than that as well. Borderlands 3 ended up with like a very healthy amount of activities to do in endgame. So we're just kind of waiting for Borderlands 4 to catch up. But it's not a live service game. It's not constantly trying to keep you around. It's like you can play it for a bit, put it down, pick it up, and you won't be left behind. So it's not as, like, demanding as Destiny or Warframe. Is it open world? This one is, yeah. This one's got a big open world map. With, like... It's like a Ubisoft game. You've just got icons and shit to do. You got a lot of icons to just, like, fill out. You know, you just got caves with bosses in them and stumble across arena with bosses in them. There's 100 missions, so a lot of side missions. Dynamic events. There are world events, but I wouldn't... Like, you've got rift events, which is just like a bubble with a boss in it. And then very rarely you get world events,
So there's one that spawns down here, where you gotta jump up into some spaceships, blow them up. There's one over here, which is the Gordello. That's an arena that spawns. You gotta kill enemies in a certain time limit, and you can do bonus objectives to extend your time limit. But they show up very rarely. Forcing the spawn. I think they should spawn on like a 20-minute rotation or something.
Wanna be surprised? I made this for you. Nice try.
Kinda like Doom. It's a first-person shooter with double jumping and dashing. Basically Doom. You didn't find the world events the least bit interesting? I found the airship super fucking hype at first. I was doing them co-op, which has made them way more fun. Gordello's just like arena.
What is happening with your face?
6.7? Ew. Amon's halfway to being to Doom guy. I do like how if you do like an Amon build that's like shoots people, you can use Onslaught or Groundbreaker to kind of like work as a Doom guy style finisher to just one-shot them. That is very fun to do. You can do a lot of ability-focused playstyles with this game. You can play Borderlands, despite it being a gun game, you can play it without using guns. This one's a bit trickier to do so in versus, say, like Borderlands 3, but it's doable. Customizing stuff? Yeah, I agree, Reckless. I still think Diamond Loot Room should have been accessible and have it be a wall for your shinies. To show off all the shinies that you'd gotten. There wasn't that. Not a fan of this being a gun game. It's the damage formula that did it. Guns just get access to a lot more mults than skills do, so the skills are just gonna fall behind. Like we get on-shot gun and we get amp. And we get fire rate. Wait, where's trouble? Spectres give me crit chance.
Love these things. Time has come.
Double legendary. I love getting Ripper on my TDO gun. Yeah, Drill Hole was an ass for me as well. I didn't get it on Big Encore Week. Ash, how you doing? Hiya. Zapad, how you doing? Hello. Picking a favorite build in Borderlands 3 for me is so difficult, because I'm like, yo, Hellzerker, but also Grenade Racks, but also Punchbot, but also Rocketeer, but also Iron Bearer was fun.
Here to slay.
You got the Gordell event completed finally. You got 3 more achievements before you finally UVH5, because that'll be your last achievement. Oh, blimey. Saving UVH5 to last. I've still got a handful of achievements to go. I should probably do those. I've still got, like, the challenges to do. Need to do that. What guns do I use to kill Bloom on KSVB? Root, Convergence, Beam Tosser, TKs, Bod.
About to inflict some dread.
A Fire Chaosin's probably pretty decent with the bug, I don't know. White off was easy for the manufacture challenges. I remember looking through. Explosive underbarrel. Shotgun underbarrel. If you were to do those in lower difficulties, sure. I feel like explosive underbarrels might be a bit slower. What are the other ones? Malawan. Well, Malawan's just like use different elements. Hang on, Malawan's so fucking easy. The current sticky bug, Viper. Fuck TDO now. What's some Ripper underbarrel? I mean, you've got Shrapnel Cannon with that, so Ripper's pretty easy. Get kills, get crits, and get multi-kills. Oh, Order's easy. Order's real easy. 600 kills might be a bit tedious, though. Oh. Yeah, Daedalus is an easy one. Okay, Daedalus. Right, yeah, fucking hell. Ah, but it's tedious. You gotta get a lot of kills. You gotta get a lot of kills with Daedalus. Oh, yeah, I do have Jacobs. Yeah, Jacobs is probably an easy one as well. Kill enemies while sliding is annoying. I did that. I did that one. How did I do it? I cheated. I used kill drones. If you're sliding while kill drone gets a kill, it counts. I was farming Ripper Roadbirds with kill drones. And I was just sliding around the arena. I was getting like 40 kills a run. Or however many it is for that one. Never bother chasing trophies? I did when it was Gamer School with Xbox. But Steam, I just kind of don't care. Games that I like a lot, I tend to try and go for them just for like, because it's nice, but I don't always. Thing is with Steam Perfect Games and PlayStation's Platinum, it's like all or nothing. You either get them all or you just don't care at all. I also believe the whole, like, Platinum ruined video game achievements. Because it meant that if a game had, like, one really annoying achievement, people would complain. Because it would stop you from getting your Platinum. But I liked having absolutely ridiculous achievements. You didn't get them, you didn't get them. But then you'd see somebody with it and go, okay. Shoutouts to cleaning absurd amount of zombies and Dead Rising. I tried bribing him for the shiny. Yo, Core Observer. I have 20,000 Iridium and 128 million money. It's all yours. For a shiny bully. He tried being a principal to catch a bully. Why would that work? Principals are terrible at catching bullies.
You had a good run.
That's my second cricket today. Miss the times where they reward you with profile pictures. Yeah, where you like kind of got something, so you could like, you could see if somebody got like the ultimate profile picture, they'd wear it. You're like, holy shit, that player did that thing. You don't like being forced to play a different playstyle for a different trophy. So you don't like... See, that mentality I do not understand at all. The whole point is that it's an achievement, as in you've gone out of your way to do something. If you don't want to do that for any of them, then like, what's the point at all? And yeah, just ignore them, sure, but like, kind of the point of achievements is to like, do a thing.
Tell the timekeeper it was me.
Not an achievement if it's just like your normal everyday. Hooray! Fuck yeah! I made Weetabix this morning! Give me a medal. You make a build that makes potato throw and cold shoulder viable. I mean, I can use potato thrower and KSVB and it kills things. I've not used Cold Shoulder, but I can't imagine it being worse than Potato Thrower. I mean, don't expect decent bossing damage because the gun just doesn't have DPS, but it can kill mobs.
Nice try. Stand and deliver.
What happens when I reach 1,000,000 Apple Shakes? I don't think we're reaching 1,000,000 Apple Shakes. At least not individual ones. I think I can check somewhere to see the total amount of usage of an email. Suppressor roll. It's always very comforting when you click on a website and it redirects about 8 times. God, it says I'm live. Doesn't say my usage. I can't find. Is she gonna hand us the culture and embrace shiny since they're technically drops? Well, currently she doesn't do anything with that. Who knows if Gearbox will fix that or not. Apparently they've removed the challenges for them. For those two. Speaking on achievements, one achievement I was gunning for was Prototype. First Prototype game had an achievement to beat the game without dying. Now, if you've played Prototype, you'll know that A, bullshit deaths can happen, like you'll just get fucking dunked on. And B, that is a long video game. Like, at this time I was a child. I was not an optimal gamer. And I was playing casually, so that was a long video game. And I had to play that game without dying. I got all the way to the last fucking boss. The last fight! And he threw a rock at me! I did that entire game without dying. And he killed me right at the end. Bastard! The hunter, some hunter jumps you from 8 miles away. Done. Working through the COD campaigns, getting your veterans and shit, Viper, that was an ordeal. Reconnect with my inner child, complete the one life challenge for prototype. Oh god, I don't know if I could do it. A fucking boss fight in Times Square. I spent most of that fight hiding in a corner. COD 4 Veteran, Halo 2 Legendary. I remember finally doing the bloody TV center mission in COD 4 on Veteran. With the bloody TV room. That was, that was an encounter. That shit was not fun. The mission where you had to fight back up to the farmhouse and they're like, nope, you gotta run all the way back down the hill again. In like 2.5 minutes. Else everything's going off. COD 4 had some fantastic missions. The bog mission with all the grenades? Oh shit, yeah. World at War Veteran 1 Life? Are they okay? Like, not level by level, right? They did the whole game. Energy. Well, another 150 odd, whatever, big encore drop rate, core observer kills. And it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good.
That's freaking hip. Oh, does this hurt your soul?
You have better luck in the mornings. Time of day base drop rates.
Negatory, you creeper. Always feels good. Give him a fright.
Jamie doesn't drop a better rep kit. Otherwise I'd be like stocked up. Ugh. A core observer. So not wait for the loot drop, just walk away like a badass. Oh, the whole, like, not being able to back one level in the inventory, Ubats, I hate it. You go inspect something, and it kicks you out of the menu entirely when you're just trying to go back. It's so frustrating.
You're dead to begin with.
Using the bank inspecting something, yeah. Orderlands UI.
Time to explode. I could do this all day.
Grapple.
Death to a life imitator.
So the drop rate's 1 in 200 kills, right? I'm over 200 bullies. I'm well over 200 bullies.
You go, ghoul.
Watch me get it like first kill tomorrow.
Behold.
Do a 360. Completely just wiped out a thing on my desk. Excellent. Extra style. Doesn't reward me for it. Damn it. At this point, if I'm something else to come back for another day. No, because I want this before the loot event goes away. And I only have today and tomorrow to play. Walking away and then coming back does not change the drop rates. That's not how that works. You want the shiny bully. It's best to farm it during the loot event. If I were to leave, I'd be getting less runs with the loot event, thus lowering my odds of getting the shiny bullet. In this instance, walking away, coming back next will change the rates? Yeah, negatively. You just got your shiny Chaosin? Nice! There you go. Just like I just get the shiny, the bully right now. Never mind. Shiny bully not allowed. Can't mind from the first boss kill. 2026 was a good omen. My first mantra drop was shiny. And it landed on one of the tiny pillars right at the bottom of the arena. Because it fell off. A god roll shiny Chaosin. Very nice, very nice. Congratulations. For Chaosin, you're kind of just going for DPS, Baldwin. If you're doing Rafa with, like, free ammo, then you'll want a small mag as possible. But beyond that, it's just, you just want DPS. Damage by fire rate, really.
Hey, girl, hey.
Elemental damage is the base damage of the weapon, unless you mean dot, in which, no, it does not take dot into account, but also, unless you're specifically building for it, or it's like a stellium, you can just kind of ignore gun dot, because it's not relevant. You want to go for Mad Lad, but Mimikron sucks for farm? At least it's also the root farm, and root is good. We're gonna be going for right now, bully. I want a shiny bully. I am... who knows, whatever the fuck run number. I was doing co-op bleed abuse strats during its big encore, while I was up there mashing the button, and Epic was doing this with a fucking crit knife. Getting a kill every, like, 4 seconds.
Aw, does this hurt your soul?
And I still didn't get it. and then lots of farming since, and then all the farming I've done these last few weeks as well, with the boosted drop rates. Still have not gotten the shiny bully. Did the most reset glitch 2 weeks of recurring grenade and zipper made me do it. Got the root new Maurice now. Oh, hopefully you're able to get the roll.
What is happening with your face area?
I've not used the Daedalus shotgun route. I've not chased it because it's not Atlas. But I've heard it's fun for mobbing. I haven't used root for mobbing, so need to get a Daedalus roll for that. Guns with Ripper license parts have a 30% chance to instantly refill the mag. Gun damage, gun fire rate, gun mag. Freeloader's so-so, but that's just good. That also applies to this as well. I mean, do I want to use this for like on a bossing? That one's better. Oh, my bank is filling up. And eventually I'll want them, yeah, Baldwin. Move out for mobbing? Yeah, I believe it.
What a killer friend.
It's a shame Atlas EX doesn't work very well. Atlas EX kind of solves Atlas in mobbing, but it doesn't really work, so... Raining inside again. But yeah, with Divided Focus, I actually had 2 shinies. Because we were farming it in like that manner, where we're doing like 50-60 kills before checking loot. There was just 2 shiny divided focuses on the ground.
Neutralize. Here to slay.
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where the bullies are? I don't. Ah, shit. Bullies are asleep, school next week. Ah. Fuck you! I as well learn how to ice skate. I live on a very steep hill, so even if the roads are, like, okay, I still can't make it in just because of, like, the first 50 meters. Which kind of sucks to throw the whole trip away because of the first 50 meters. But also, like, nah. I've done that once and I know to not do it again. The moment I drove out of, like, the mini car park onto the hill, it just slid. Out of my control. Very narrow road. Cars parked down the side. Miracle I didn't hit anything. Like, you know what? Not gonna do that one again. I will not get lucky a second time. So when it snows, I just have to remember to park the car at the bottom of the hill, if there is a spot, and then I have to walk it. So, gotta buy the ice skates. Right. With that, one more one. Put the ice skates on the car.
Let's spread a little terror.
Fuck. Last year there was one day. Made it all the way, 95% to work. Okay. Nearly there. There's a hill. On this hill, there's a car. You know, wait for the car to clear so I can have a go at the hill. You know, you want to carry speed up it. So I park at the bottom, and I walk up to see what the commotion is. The car was a BMW driven by my head chef, struggling to get up the hill in his rear-wheel drive BMW. There was a whole group of people, all from work, who were, like, either stuck or rescuing. And with this chef's car just in the way, one of the managers just went, just go home. So I made it 95% of the way there, just to turn around and go back home, because he couldn't get his fucking Beamer up the hill. One of the farmers had to come in and, like, help him up. Try a 500 horsepower Camaro? Well, you see, I would imagine once buying a 500 horsepower Camaro, you're already signing away your ability to drive in the snow. That kind of comes with the territory. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I'll be live tomorrow, same time, same place. I was hoping to have gotten the bully today. We did not get the bully today, so Spectres vs. Bloom Reaper will be delayed until I get the bully. Hopefully I'll get the bully tomorrow, because Jesus Christ, I'm running out of time to get the shiny bully before the event. Oh my god. Oh well. May the bully show up tomorrow. I hope it does. But yes, with that, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Stay safe, stay awesome. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.